Hello everybody for another video. This video is about the GameSpot interviewing Genshin Impact developers. So yes. Anyways, let's go. Currently, the Spiral Base House is the only true endgame content for players with high adventure ranks. Are there any plans to new permanent endgame content in the same vein as the Spiral Abyss? I mean, it said here the Spiral Abyss is most effective ways players to test out party composition, combat strength. If we design another permanent endgame, it might be similar to the Spiral Abyss and might end up creating excessive anxiety for our players. Not everyone is interested in mass grief. Mass grief is Spiral Abyss, and yes, I think many people are having more fear on what's on the TCG gameplay on Genshin Impact, on what kind of meta is gonna be on, and I think it should be balanced. Not gonna lie. Anyways, so Genshin Impact 2 year every expanding roster, some older characters might get left behind as a power creep settles in, and newer characters become much stronger choices. Is there any plan in place to potentially upgrade older characters and make them more viable? If character only exists with single-dimensional numerical strength, power creep could indeed be an issue. However, the rules of gameplay are more impactful than how strong a character is. Therefore, new battlegrounds will challenge levels. I mean, it's okay to have new challenges for the players, but the way you force people to pull for a character to just clear the levels is such insane. But it might take a lot of months or even a year to just upgrade the new cartridge you just pulled. Yeah, it's kinda rare to get better artifacts. And this about a new Geo and Dendro interaction, there might be no Dendro and Geo interaction, not gonna lie. Because it's just too irrelevant in what kind of word that is gonna be out when this Geo is and Dendro interaction is gonna be on. And Animo and Dendro doesn't even go with well because Animo only absorbs elements that can have colors, and Dendro being a physical object, or you can either touch them or see. Not I mean, Dendro is just pure life. You can even swirl it. You can defy it. Anyways, for us, there are other ways to increase fun players to increasing rules. Okay. Are they gonna increase the racing cap? Domains, bosses, and ley lines are more important means to farm in characters, weapon essential materials, and resins required to claim these items as rewards. Meanwhile, we're also providing more entrance for games to obtain character development items. For example, mere character, weapon, essential materials can be obtained redeemed from events that we run periodically. Yeah, you can't have resin caps, not gonna lie, we not gonna get it anymore. And the most one painful issue about this game is about the story quests and limited time events because it leads a huge gap between the character's lore and the main story because it is so confusing to understand the story of each character in this game. Without this event limited time event story quest, it might be go so confusing for the newer players to understand the lore of each character in this game because it is so hard that even theorists like reading Shogun Act 2 story quest is like it's so much confusion. I mean, spoiler alert for the Genshin Impact game in written story quest second act. Raiden A, which is basically from the original timeline, and Makoto have needed help from Istaroth, which is the god of time that to bring Sakura tree back 500 years to just to save Inazuma and Teyvat mostly, and created a new timeline. And Makoto dies in the Kandria, and A didn't know the tree was there yet because the tree wasn't even planted back yet. And go find Makoto, and A find Makoto dying and go to her realm, and now Istaroth just literally defy timeline and like make A, which is in the original timeline, go to the Sakura Tree timeline. And when A gets back, she's confused why the Sakura Tree was there, but the first hand she sees is like there's no Sakura tree because that Sakura tree in the original timeline has no Sakura tree, and the second timeline have a Sakura tree. Now that is so confusing. Now that is not a limited time event that is in the story quest, but this these events that in limited time, it's so confusing to the players. Not gonna lie, if you didn't experience the archipelago at the first release, it is so nostalgic. Not gonna lie. And the official Mona quest about this new archipelago, it's kind of a bit boring. But I do like their domains with their own musics, their type of music. So yes, I really do like it. But it really gives a lot of gaps between the character main lore because Xiao's lore is purely on the limited time event in Chasm 2.7 because Xiao's story has been finding his lost brother, which is an electro Yasha that is four-armed Yaksha, that he it died because it was trapped. Yes, it's kind of sad. And there's like face reveals on the yakshas, and it really interesting to see the stories because yes, and the interviewers wanted a traveler skin. They might have, but anyways, that for the last part. Honkai Impact 3rd collab is in Genshin Impact, but I think Alicia or Kiana Kislana should be in Honkai Impact. I don't know who is gonna be in the collab for the between the two Honkai Impact character. I mean, the gameplay is just gonna be different this time. I really do hope that the gameplay is really not that bad, and the damage scalings is really not that bad. It should be average, not too overpowered, just the right average damage. So that is for today. Yeah, I'm so tired. Jesus Christ. Bye bye.